Hi Virgo, welcome to your October reading. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and we are going to do a reading in 3 parts today. So for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements, we are going to be doing 5 cards. It's a general reading. I'm not sure if I have to say that every time, but I'm going to, just in case this is your very first video with me. It is a general reading. It will not speak to all Virgos, of course, but it will pick up on the energies of some of you, and hopefully there'll be useful information in the messaging from Spirit to Virgo for you here. If there isn't, there are many other excellent readers on YouTube, and I'm sure many of them will have October readings. You could check their stuff out. We're going to be focused on a couple of questions. So in the northern part of the northern hemisphere, which is where I live, it is fall, and the leaves are starting to fall off the trees. And so we're going to inquire what we can shed as the trees shed their leaves at the change of season, knowing they won't need the leaves for the season that's coming. And when they need leaves, they'll have leaves. We want to gracefully shed the things we don't need in the coming season as well. We want to be able to let them fall away, to make us better prepared for the coming season. And so the first 5 cards of the reading will look at what we can shed. The next 5 will focus on our personal growth path and how we can progress along that path in October. So Virgo, let us just jump in here. We'll also do 2 cards at the end for purpose, some guidance around our question of purpose. And those, my sense is that the first 2 rows, if the first 2 rows relate to you and the 3rd row doesn't seem at all relevant, you can still find value in the first 2 rows. The last 2 cards we're pulling with regard to purpose, I think, are only for some specific few of you, but we'll see what happens. So, Spirit, we're looking for 5 cards for Virgo for October. 5 cards relating to what we can shed. What are we shedding? What are we gracefully letting go? What is Virgo gracefully letting go as we change seasons? And I realize it's not fall for everyone. Depends on where you are. But this is our reading based on the energies around me right now. So let's see what we got here. There's 4 cards so far. We need 1 more card for Virgo, please. 1 more card, please, Spirit, for Virgo with regard to shedding in October. That's not 2. That's not 1, that's 2. All right. All right. Now we need 5 cards regarding the shifting focus and the path forward for personal growth for Virgo. Is that just 1? Yeah. 3 more cards, please, Spirit. There you go. 3 more cards. All right, now just 2 cards regarding purpose. Questions of purpose. If you know what your purpose is, then these 2 cards would be around, next steps, things to think about, maybe that you haven't, perspectives to consider. And if you have no idea what your purpose is, then these 2 cards may function to give you some guidance about how to move forward in figuring that out. Spirit, we would like 2 cards, please, for Virgo. 2 cards for Virgo, please. 1 more card for Virgo, please. 1 more card regarding purpose. Thank you. All right, so we got a lot of reversals here. Fair number. We will, these are the Wild Unknown Tarot from Kim Kranz, and we're going to do clarifying cards from the White Sage Tarot, but let's look first at these 10 cards, and then we'll go back and do the clarifying cards. Starting out with Temperance. It's such a vibrant, wonderful energy. And so I have a sense that wherever you're at right now, you're feeling fairly balanced, Virgo. You may be spending some time thinking about, you know, the meaning of life. You could be just enjoying the space that you're in, the relationships that you're involved in right now. You may be sensing that you need to be a little more open and expressive about your feelings. We'll see how that turns out. Those are some energies that I'm feeling. To start with, we have the Five of Wands coming out reversed, and that's telling me that you are avoiding conflicts right now. You're trying to respect the fact that there are differences between people. You're trying to stay really middle of the path here, and you're trying to avoid those conflicts that might come up with other people based on your differences. The Emperor is coming up next. I can't pick the card up. There's some aspect of control. I'm feeling, kind of a authority figure controlling things a little bit. I'm not sure how that plays in to the rest of this line. There's a new opportunity here. A new endeavor is presenting itself to you. It could be quite a prosperous endeavor for you. Some new level of material achievement is possible if you take up the offer here. And that is followed by the Ten of Swords in reverse. And that's a kind of a strong energy. That's the sense that things can only get better, right? There's something changing. This opportunity would really shift things for you. I don't know. We'll have to do some clarifiers, but it almost feels like this is a negative energy, which isn't always the case, but there's something about the authority here. You're trying to keep the peace. You're trying to walk right down the middle of the road and not offend anyone. And the new opportunity that's coming your way is followed by a card that says things can only get better. There's something not good. This line looked like it was okay at first. But now I feel kind of a negative energy there. This is going to be perhaps too specific for some of you, Virgo, but I feel like there's someone that's in a situation where they're keeping up appearances. Things have gotten actually quite bad. It has something to do with an authority figure and a controlling energy coming off that authority figure. And it's really a bad situation for you. It's just not good. And you're putting on the sunny exterior. You're putting on this bright, happy face. You're doing your absolute best to avoid conflict. But you're not being treated well. So this new opportunity that's coming in, you need to grab it. Because there's something about this opportunity that gets you out. It gets you out of this controlling space. And you need that. You absolutely need to get out of that space. That's what you need to shed, is this current situation where you're being controlled. Yeah, it's not good for you. It's not good for the light in you to be in this space. So that, we'll do some clarifiers on that, but that's the strong sense I'm getting from Spirit. Whoever this is for, you're in an environment right now where you're being controlled and you're putting on a happy face for the world so that most everybody doesn't know. You keep it hidden quite well. It could be a family dynamic. It could be a work dynamic. Really kind of feels like a family dynamic where you are acting like everything is fine, but you're walking on eggshells all the time, trying not to offend someone because they are really abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally. You know, people don't have to actually hit you to be abusive. Let's just say it that way. There are resources out there, and it looks like you have an opportunity to get out of that space, and I think it would do you a world of good if you could. So let's look at the second line, and then we'll go back and we'll do some clarifiers. Maybe it's not as dark as it appears to me at the moment. You're knowing you need to sacrifice something for something better. You already know this. You, whatever it is, you know what it is. Something needs to be sacrificed in service to achieving something better. Maybe you need to give up this situation. There's something about that situation that you're sad to let go of, but you know you need to move forward. The Lover's card is coming in here. It could be about a romantic relationship. I'm not really sensing that here. For you, Virgo, I kind of get the sense that this is a partnership, a friendship, and the card is appearing because it's speaking to a choice that needs to be made. You need to make a choice about work, or between work and love, between yourself and someone else. Who will you serve? So it's possible that you love this person, this controlling energy here that is really, to me, feels abusive. You may feel love for that person, but you may in October be in a space where you have to choose yourself over that love in order to survive, in order to take care of you, in order to take care of anyone who may be relying on you. The Four of Pentacles comes in next, and it's in the reversed state. And so there's a sense of possessiveness. You may be breaking free from a possessive situation is how I would read that, but you also may be feeling possessive of certain things. You may say, okay, I'm going to take this new opportunity and I'm going, but I'm taking this with me. This is mine. There's a really strong kind of possessive energy, and I can't really tell yet if it's you or if it's the person or company or whatever this is up here you're leaving. The Father of Pentacles is coming in next, and that's reversed. In this deck, the Father of Pentacles is a King of Pentacles, and in a reversed state, it's speaking to greed. So there's some aspect of being greedy or being super indulgent of yourself. Someone is, whether that's you or this other person. And then we have the Seven of Swords reversed. This little fox with his eye always watching, always watching. And that Seven of Swords reversed is speaking to coming clean. A deception that is revealed, rethinking an approach to a situation. So there's a strong sense of possessiveness, greediness right in the center of October here. You need to make a difficult choice. You need to sacrifice something. I really feel it's, you giving something up in order to save yourself in a way, emotionally. You may be just sensing you're not used to, or you're not really comfortable with making the choice that's right for you instead of the right choice for this controlling energy. And so you may be feeling greedy. You may be feeling possessive of something. Or you may be told that you're being greedy and possessive. But in the end, it is clear what the truth is. Someone comes clean in the end. Yeah. This is a little heavy, Virgo. You've been dealing with something really rough here, I think. Excuse me. Let's take a look at that Five of Wands reversed. Spirit, can you give us some further clarification for Virgo on the Five of Wands reversed energy? Five of Wands reversed energy, where Virgo is avoiding conflict. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that's a bummer. You thought you had your dream come true. You thought you had the perfect happy family, and the family is broken. There's a dream that's been shattered, and there's disharmony in the home. And that's sort of supporting what I was seeing. I was thinking it may be a parent, but, perhaps it's a spouse here. Yeah, you're trying to put on a happy face for the world, like everything's fine in the family, but it's not. It's not fine. And it's time for you to do something about that. Let's look at that Emperor. Do you have any clarification around the Emperor energy in this spread? Do you have any any clarification for Virgo around the Emperor energy? The King of Cups. So this is someone who has been the keeper of your heart. This is someone who has been, historically, your comfort. Someone who's been really, balanced in their control. And I don't know if your perception of the person has changed or if something happened and the person changed. The person wasn't who you thought he or she was. But at some point, this Emperor was everything you dreamed of romantically and really compassionate and took very good care of you. Let's look at that Ace of Pentacles. What's the new opportunity coming through? The Ten of Swords is qualifying your new opportunity. So, the Ten of Swords for me is usually about defeat. It's you've done everything you can do, and it's just done. It has failed. I don't see that meaning that the new opportunity is a failure. I see that as the new opportunity is your only path forward that makes any sense. And again, it's the Ten of Swords that we saw right here, except this one's upright and this one is reversed. We have a card of clarification on the Ten of Swords reversed. Virgo, have some clarification on that Ten of Swords reversed, please. Ten of Swords reversed. Oh, I fell out. Oh, it's the Six of Pentacles. It's coming out here. You've been very generous. You've been quite charitable, and you've shared everything with this person. It looks like you're regaining your faith in yourself here. There may have been some gaslighting going on in this relationship. By that, you can look it up on Google, but by that I mean this person, this very controlling energy, may have been kind of manipulating you emotionally, mentally, to make you think that you were imagining things, to make you think that you were the problem, that this is totally normal, and why doesn't it seem normal to you? And of course you need to keep up appearances, and of course it's normal that I need to know where you are every minute of the day. Of course it's normal that I wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you if you're having an affair. That's completely normal. What do you mean? These sort of, emotionally, mentally abusive tactics. There's a sense here that you're starting, for whatever reason, to understand that this is not normal and that this is not the place for you. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So let's look at the second line here. Let's look at the Hanged Man, about the sacrifice that needs to be made. Judgment is coming out. It's saying that yes, it is just. This is a day of reckoning. There's an awakening happening in you, and you're starting to understand that you have some control over your future. The decisions you make today affect your future, and if you have children, then it affects their future as well. And that the sacrifice, whatever it is, it needs to be made. Can we look at the Lovers? Some clarification for Virgo on the Lovers. Here's the clarification for Virgo on the Lovers. I do want to say that if this is your reading, this is a really serious situation. And I am not a professional counselor. I'm not a member of law enforcement. I'm not anyone who is meant to be advising you. But I, as a concerned human being, would say that you should reach out and try to find some help. This person's very controlling, whoever this is for, and I want you to be safe, is what I'm saying. And I don't mean to be alarmist, but that's real. There's really such a strong energy here that this is who this is for. You need to take care of yourself. And if you do decide to leave, which really seems like what you need to do, be smart about it. Find the right way to do that keeps you safe. For the Lovers, there's this Four of Wands energy coming out. So it's a sense of celebration in the choice that you're making. When you have made that choice, there is a sense that you'll find a community that supports that choice. You'll find home, meaning a new home, I think, and that it will be a celebration. Let's see, Virgo. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Father of Pentacles reversed. See if we can get some further guidance from Spirit here on those two cards together. That's the sense that you're being possessive or greedy in your actions, and I want to kind of get some clarity here for you from Spirit around that energy. If it's yours, if it's someone else's, what's that speaking to? Spirit, can we have some guidance for Virgo with regard to the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Father of Pentacles reversed? So Knight of Wands is coming out to clarify there. It's a strong, excuse me. It's a strong action of energy, of action. Sorry, pardon me. Someone really doesn't want me to talk to you. I'm getting the sense that someone wants me to shut up right now. But I'm not going to, because I think you need to hear this. This is a strong energy of action. And it's telling you to override any feelings of greediness or possessiveness, or the notion that you may be greedy or possessive in removing yourself from a situation. Override that, because you need right now to tap into your fearlessness in order to deal with the situation. I think I'm going to leave it there. I think we've clarified what we need to clarify. Or maybe just one more. That Seven of Swords perhaps does need a clarifier. This is about coming clean, rethinking approach, uncovering deception. Let's just see if Spirit wants to weigh in on that one for you, Virgo. Have any further guidance, Spirit, for Virgo on the Seven of Swords reversed? It's an Eight of Cups reversed. It says that you're feeling a fear of change here. You're afraid of losing. As painful as the situation is, as not good for you as it is, it's natural that you would fear the loss of what you know. Change is scary even when it's really good for you. This is your whole line for personal growth, right? And this situation is what you're meant to be shedding in October. And this situation is what you are meant to be, the path you're meant to be walking for the growth of you as an individual in this life. It's a little bit overwhelming. I understand that. And like I said, this is if this is what it appears to be, it can be quite a dangerous thing to leave that situation. So please reach out to a shelter resource, a church. A clergy member is often a useful connection. You can Google resources, but be very careful if you're in a controlling environment and you're Googling to delete your history. And my throat's really shutting now. There's a cross watcher here who does not want me to be telling you all of this. So, yeah, this was not the reading I was expecting, Virgo. And I'm a little shaken at the moment, but let's see if we can finish it. The guidance you have with regard to your purpose. You have the Three of Wands reversed and the Son of Wands reversed. And the Three of Wands reversed is talking about delays, obstacles. There's something frustrating you in your path toward purpose. And the Son of Wands, that's a Knight of Wands energy in this deck, speaks to anger and recklessness. And I get the sense that Spirit is saying, don't worry about your purpose right now. Deal with your present situation, because there's this energy of anger that is blocking you right now. I think it has everything to do with the environment that you're in, Virgo, and you will proceed in your path toward your purpose at another time, but not right now. That shouldn't be where your focus is. I'm going to give you one last card, which is the Magic from the Magic of You Oracle by Fiona Horn. And the artist is Marcella Bolivar. I am showing you her because this art is stunning. Spirit, we need one last card of guidance for Virgo for October. This one. Naz. Feel loved and proud. It's number 19. Let's see if we can look at the art here. What do we have? We have, looks like a woman, perhaps. Her hands are holding something. Sorry, the overhead lights. A bird. There's a bird she's holding. Her hands are leaves, tree branches and leaves. Interesting. I'm going to read from the book there. It's number 19. Maybe I can stand it up there. You probably can't see it very well, but I need my hands for the book here. The book's falling apart on me. Feel loved and proud. This card represents the pride you feel from being loved. No matter what, you are cherished and essential. You will always be loved by the universe, by the God, goddess of your understanding, and by creation. You are loved. The maiden holds the bird, its head raised in confident pride in a crystal nest, her loving hands neither grasping nor yielding, a perfect balance of nourishing freedom. Rich hues of blue in her gown suffuse and anchor the energy of love in a deep sense of unconditional support. Whatever happens in the day-to-day ebb and flow of physical existence, by virtue of your birth, you are loved, you are supported, you are wanted. You are part of the universal expression of life, its greatest accomplishment, its greatest pride, its greatest joy. Feel proud of the fact that you are you, a living miracle. Sing your song. And I don't think I could have picked a better card for you your god, your goddess, is telling you that you are valued, you are loved, and you are supported by your deity. And I have a feeling, Virgo, that maybe you've been hearing otherwise. And this is just spirit coming through and saying, you are valuable. I love you. I support you. I've got you in this. I will always, always love you. And I think maybe that's something you needed to hear this month. It really seems like it is. So this probably won't be an easy October, but I do feel that by the end of it, you will be in a better space. So take care of you, Virgo. Again, I hope this, I really hope that this reading doesn't resonate with many of you. But for those of you that it does, I think it's absolute divine providence that you've come across the reading and you're hearing it. And I hope that it helps. And I hope that we'll see you next month, maybe in the weeklies. We do post videos every week and every month. So thank you for sharing this time with me. It is my honor to be able to give these readings. And this one's been quite emotional. I think it's a pretty overwhelming situation for you to be in, whoever this speaks to. But don't forget that you are loved and your deity is there for you, supporting you as you take these brave, bold steps and make the decisions that you need to make. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.